arm wrestle Matthew?
Yeah, it was. I think the conditions certainly expose you to that. You're always in the contest because the ball can slip out and bumble around. It's hard to kick and handball, and so you're always in the contest. But it was a hard battle for us, and but we've come up here to get a win, and we've certainly been able to achieve that. So that's great.
How did you find the conditions up here?
Not as humid as what we were last time, but obviously after probably about quarter time, I reckon the players find it real slippery and greasy, and moisture comes out of the ground. So, look, real difficult conditions. I think the players are definitely exposed towards the end of the game, but it feels a lot better when you've had a win coming up here. So, it's great to do that for the players and also our supporters.
You must be happy with the way you ran out the game as well.
Yeah, it was pleasing. We've certainly focused on our second halves and really running out the quarters, and they come at us a little bit in the third quarter there, so to be able to stand up and then run away with the game. I don't think we dominated the inside 50s in the last quarter, but we were able to score pretty efficiently, and so that was pleasing to put get some icing on top of the cake for us with our work.
There's a nasty clash early on. Injury worries out of that?
Yeah, I think Jasper's gone to hospital, so look, it was super courageous. He hasn't had a great run this year, Jasper, with some soft tissue injuries, but I think he's got a little fracture of his rib and a little bit of bleeding in the lungs at the moment, so they'll just keep him under observation and make sure it doesn't bleed too much, so we'll probably miss him for a couple of weeks. But I thought the courage to keep his eye on the ball was terrific for his first game back in. So hopefully it's not the season for him. We can get him back out there towards the end of the year.
Did you see signs that you were better this week, or was it more about the opposition that you played compared to the last couple of weeks?
Look, we've played some top teams the last couple of weeks, but these conditions really bring both teams back to the pack. I think it's really hard to move the ball the way you want it to. We've got a lot of work to do with our movement still, but I thought some of our stoppage stuff, our pressure inside 50 was really good, and our ability just to maintain the intensity over the four quarters I thought was really good, and that's what we're certainly at. We'll have to step it up next week against Freo, who are got the finals on the line with the games they're going to play from now on. So I thought the work rate of the players certainly kept on going, minute after minute, quarter after quarter, which was the most pleasing thing.
Is that a wins target?
No, we haven't. No, we were come up here to have a win. We enjoy coming up to Darwin. We think it's a great experience for our guys, and we like to treat it as a home game for us because teams are coming out of Melbourne. It's their home game, so it certainly evens it up for us. But we're going to look to try and get another win next week and have back-to-back wins.
Can you talk about the development of Paul Stewart as a forward? What he's offering for you now?
Oh, he's obviously offering a pretty good target for us. I think he kicked 5 tonight, was it? So he certainly had a few bags of 4 and 5. Look, he just works really hard. He definitely gives us an option as a lead-up player, but can certainly be pretty good on the ground also. And there's a real big body down there too, so we've used him a little bit on ball. But he's certainly complemented the tools we've got down there in Daniel Stewart and Westy, and hopefully in the coming weeks we'll get Schultze and Butch back in there. But he's able to play tall and small, which is really valuable for us.
And the impact of your skipper having him back in?
Yeah, he looked just very unobtrusive in that thing and have a lot of possessions, a lot of contested stuff in and under for us, and we certainly missed that kind of style of footy from him. We'll give him a couple more weeks on the ball and see if we can push him out of there and get him down back again. But I think the ability for him to influence our contested stuff, especially in the last quarter when Melbourne was starting to get on top of us, was pretty important.
Fair few Port fans in the crowd tonight. Do you think that legwork's paying off?
Yeah, I think so. We have a pretty good link up here in the Northern Territory, with some of our past players and Tommy Logan, who's from up here. So, we definitely come up here a couple of days early. We get out amongst the town. We've got a footy clinic on tomorrow for our supporters or any other kids that come along. So, as I said, we want to make it a good area for us and keep developing it. And we definitely had some good support out here tonight, 7,000, which isn't a bad turnout.
How did you see Tom's game, and are you happy with the way he's coming along since his injuries?
Yeah, look, I thought it was pretty good. It's Tommy Logan desperation that we expect out of him, and I thought all our defenders defended really well, and Tommy was certainly one of them. And I think he gets to enjoy his 100th game next week, which has certainly been a time waiting for him, a long time waiting, but he's certainly earned it. And as I said, he'll be another guy. We just look forward to keep the progression going and try and get another win.
Any changes to your preparation when you come next time? The ball just seems to be slow, slippery, even when it was fairly cool by Darwin standards tonight. You're just going to prepare for what is basically a wet weather game?
Well, we think our preparation is better than the other teams that have come up here. We get up here Thursday afternoon, we train at the same time that we play, and we think that gives us a bit of an advantage. We get used to the conditions, maybe another day ahead of the opposition, so we think we prepare as well as anyone coming up here. And our last 3 games, we've actually got 2 wins out of it and then pushed the other team pretty close last time too, so our preparation is pretty good.
Dom?
No questions for him?
Beautiful.
Could have it easy.
Good skate, Dom.
Thank you.